Have you heard of creatine? Many people associate this supplement only with athletes and bodybuilders. But science shows that creatine can also have great benefits for elderly people. And we're not just talking about gaining muscle mass. We're talking about health, disease prevention, and quality of life. Today, I will explain how creatine can benefit seniors and why this topic deserves attention. Creatine is a natural substance produced by our body from amino acids found in the proteins we consume. It is stored mainly in the muscles and the brain. Creatine's role is to provide quick energy to cells. This is essential in activities that require physical effort, but also impacts cognitive functions and overall health maintenance. As we age, there is a progressive loss of muscle mass called sarcopenia. This loss can reduce strength, make simple movements difficult, and increase the risk of falls. And as we know, falls in the elderly can lead to fractures, hospitalizations, and even loss of independence. This is where creatine comes in. Studies show that creatine supplementation, combined with resistance exercises such as light weightlifting, can help preserve muscle mass and strength. This means more safety, more autonomy, and a better quality of life. But that's not all. Creatine may also have benefits for brain function. Aging is associated with cognitive decline, memory loss, and even neurodegenerative diseases. The brain is an organ that consumes a lot of energy. Creatine acts as an energy reserve, helping brain cells stay active longer. Research suggests that elderly people who supplement with creatine may see improvements in memory and reasoning tests. Although it is not a cure for diseases like Alzheimer's, it can be an important support in maintaining mental health. Another point is bone health. Indirectly, creatine helps because it improves the ability to perform physical exercises. Movement and muscle contraction stimulate bone density, reducing the risk of osteoporosis. This is crucial for the elderly, as bone fragility is one of the biggest concerns at this stage of life. Additionally, there is an interesting relationship between creatine and fatigue. Many elderly people report constant tiredness. This can be the result of multiple factors, such as anemia, poor diet, low-quality sleep, or even medication side effects. But part of this tiredness may also be related to a lack of cellular energy. Creatine can help reduce the feeling of fatigue by increasing the willingness to perform daily activities. It is also worth highlighting the metabolic benefits. In some studies, creatine has been shown to improve glucose tolerance and increase the body's sensitivity to insulin. This can be especially relevant for elderly individuals at risk of type 2 diabetes. Although it does not replace a balanced diet and medical supervision, creatine can be an ally in preventing metabolic complications. It is important to say that creatine alone does not work miracles. The greatest benefit appears when supplementation is combined with regular physical activity. Walking, resistance exercises, and functional activities help the body to better utilize creatine. Thus, there is greater preservation of muscles, bones, and even cognitive functions. But many people wonder, is creatine safe for the elderly? The answer, according to most scientific studies, is yes. When used in appropriate doses, usually around 3 to 5 grams per day, creatine is considered safe. It does not cause overload on the kidneys of healthy people, as many believe. This is a myth that has been debunked by various research. However, for elderly individuals who already have diagnosed kidney disease, it is essential to consult a doctor before starting any supplementation. Another important consideration is the quality of the supplement. There are different types of creatine on the market, but the most studied and considered the gold standard is monohydrate creatine. It has proven efficacy, good absorption, and affordable cost. Supplements of questionable origin, without certification, may contain impurities and pose risks. Therefore, it is always better to choose trusted products. In addition to supplementation, the body also obtains creatine through diet. Red meats and fish are good sources. However, to reach the amount used in studies that showed benefits for the elderly, it would be necessary to consume large quantities of meat daily, which is not feasible or healthy for everyone. Therefore, supplementation appears as a practical way to ensure adequate levels. Now think about how creatine can transform an elderly person's life. Imagine someone who feels muscle weakness, fatigue when climbing stairs, and fear of falling. With the use of creatine combined with an exercise routine, this person can regain some strength, improve their energy levels, and even have greater mental clarity. We are not just talking about living longer, but living better. Another interesting aspect is that creatine can be useful even in recovery situations. Elderly individuals who undergo surgeries or periods of immobilization lose muscle mass more quickly. Creatine can speed up strength recovery and reduce complications associated with inactivity. However, creatine does not replace good habits. Maintaining a balanced diet, controlling weight, sleeping well, and staying active are essential. Supplementation acts as a complement, not an isolated solution. It is important to remember that each organism is unique. Before starting any supplementation, it is ideal to consult a healthcare professional. They will assess individual needs, possible contraindications, and guide the correct way to use it. In summary, creatine can benefit elderly people in various ways. It helps preserve muscles, strengthens bones, supports the brain, reduces fatigue, and may improve the body's response to glucose. It is safe when used correctly and can be a great ally for aging with health and quality of life. If you have reached this point, share this video with someone who may benefit from this information. Elderly health deserves attention and care. Accurate information can change lives. I am Eddie Rodriguez, and this is the EDU Health Tips channel. If this content helped you, like the video, leave your comment, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming tips. See you next time.